Okay, back again. I think I'm not. I think my video's better. Okay, here's what I wanted to read on. This is part 2. This is what I wanted to read on. The Lotus. She's got her book tour out. I was watching somebody YouTube channel, and talking about, is Lotus going to be POTUS, and said a specific phrase that really caught my attention. He said, that ship has sailed with Lotus being POTUS. And I went, really? So, because I'm a water guy? Because I know about boats? Because I know about navigation? I know when you leave port, it's a good idea to come back to port. So when that ship sails, is it just leaving and going to a new port and changing the name of the boat where it hails from? That takes a lot of liquor. I don't know if you guys have ever changed a boat name. Look it up online. It takes a lot of liquor. You got to pour liquor in the water and drink, and you're woohoo! Surprising the name doesn't get put on upside down. Okay, so the Lotus. The Lotus. It feels intuitively to me that she's still licking her wounds. When I talk to my wife, she goes, in her book, from what we know, it's all about the past. It's nothing about the future to fix it. I think she already said what she would do to fix it. However, everything is shifted, so there's a lot more fixins that need to be done. So, the question that I want to ask using the Ancestral Path Tarot is this a round trip? Or is this moving to another port? So the information that we're going to get, the reason I want to use this deck is because this deck has the pentacles are called sacred circles. Now, there is a great circle in Missouri, not in Missouri, but in the center part of the U.S. that boat owners go on. It's called the Great Circle. And you go down the Intercoastal Waterway on the East Coast, down around, and you go up the Mississippi. Actually, it's probably the other way around, but you can probably do it both ways. Go up through the locks, down the Mississippi, and then go back up the Intercoastal Waterway. I was looking at doing that at one time, and that's what you get for looking. So, my hillbilly brother, he has 2 boats, and they were identical boats, but they were gasoline engines. It would have cost a fortune, but they would have been perfect. And so we were talking about that. That would have been just so much fun. Just stopping down the Mississippi, dog, and stopping off at restaurants and tasting the local cuisine. How cool. How cool. So, getting back to Lotus. Is this a one-way ship has sailed, or is this a return trip? A lot of people have been saying not POTUS, but AG. And even when I should make a great AG, even when I tap into the AG, right now it's not there. So we have to project further out. So in this projection, I got September, something big was going to happen, and then it is. You were seeing the craziness that, and the fecklessness, I think that's the right word, that the Republicans are just throwing out there. John Thune, I just watched a snippet saying, yeah, we're going to use tariff money to bail out the farmers. And I'm going, wait a minute. I thought it was the Democrats all getting handouts. Now you're turning the farmers into Democrats? Ooh, I don't know if they're going to like that. PsychicDuck says they're not going to like that. But they do want to keep their farms. So they will take government subsidies. But if they take government subsidies, they're going to have to switch their party allegiance. No, Trump saved us. Trump did this to you. Okay, enough of me rambling. Lotus, POTUS, one-way trip, or is it a circle? Are you coming back to port? Right now she's drinking port, I think, going, this is so crazy. Okay, Lotus. What's the path? Sacred path, Lotus. Ancestral path, Lotus. I feel like she is being so supported by her ancestral path that she has taken before. I talked about this a little on Sunday, where just being so supported with the lives that that I was part of in the past, and they're there helping me, pushing me forward. Sometimes I take a wrong turn. Lotus. Sometimes I stay on the path. What is the great circle? Is it direct? Is it not? Let's drop this down. See what we get. All right. Lotus. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Look at that. It's such a beautiful deck. 7 of Cups. What is she looking at? She's looking at so many different things, right? 7 different things. What is it that... And I think this is her and Doug. I mean, so this is an intuitive deck, right? Where do we want to go? What is this? How are we doing this? Should we go? This in here, the cup, it looks a little disjointed. It looks like, ooh. Okay, I'm going to hold this up and maybe you can see what it is. But there is a crown on there. There is a body, but it's divided. So it's not, and then there is a flower. Anyway, there is a possibility. She is mulling this over. It's not around, it's so far with this deck, it's not a one-way ticket. She's thinking about things. And here we have the 8 of Cups. Normally this is walking away from sorrow to find oneself. Here she's walking away from this emotional time to go to Stonehenge, to go get some advice from the ancients, from her ancient self. You know, I'm just making this stuff up, right? We get the circles. 7 sacred circles. So at the base of this reading, what she is marinating in is a circle. And it's like, again, 7 of Cups, 7 circles. This is harvest, but this is, what cup do I pick? What harvest do I pick? And in the past, as it was, the Queen of Staves. And this is the Queen of Wands. Her eyes are closed in this deck. So, and she is, I feel like it's just taking a time out. She's got the information. She's got her, looks like a lotus flower up there, but maybe I'm just imagining. Maybe it's a diamond. Okay. The top is the High Priestess. So she is accessing her higher authority. So this is card number 2 in the Major Arcana. She's accessing a lot of her life choices. The Tree of Life. Okay, trying to... These cards are so big. Potential near future. The King of Cups. So, if she would be the Lotus, we would have that same feeling that we got when Joe Biden was elected. Joe Biden is the King of Cups for me. So, but not anymore, because that ship has sailed. And he's not coming back to port. He's going to stay at his summer home, wherever his summer home is. That's really his port, so he did circle back. Anyway, I'm rambling. King of Cups, a new energy, a new power energy. And normally kings are male, so this is just a powerful, calming male person. Not necessarily, though. It could be a woman, but who would that powerful, comforting male person be in the near future when we're talking about the Lotus's path? Who would that be? I mean, is that her husband Doug bringing her that comfort? Is it a politician that is bringing comfort to this process? Who is that? I can see some, but the current leaders I don't see. I don't see that in the current leadership, Hakeem Jeffries or Schumer. Who would it be? Internally, she's still, yeah, this is what's going on internally, the moon. There are secrets. Are they coming out? Not so much. Not so much. In this deck, anyway. Externally, well, we knew that. She's rock solid. She's got the strength. Hopes and fears that the Queen of Swords will show up again as a prosecutor. Yes. And the final outcome with 2 clarifiers. We have 8 sacred circles. So that ship may come back. This is the hard work. This is staying true to the path. This is diligence. 8 of Pentacles, hard work. 8 sacred circles. Okay. And clarified by the Empress, and the final clarifying card that I pulled is the Five of Swords. And this is the abuse of power. This is, but it's also her in a prison type structure where she can see the light. She does have her swords, her samurai sword. She has 2 of them, and 3 of them are down on the ground. So is this her, or is this what happened to her? You can pull your cards to see where she is. I think she is about ready to pick up some swords. And maybe that's my wish, that's my hope. Let's look at the underlying energy of this. We have Judgment. We have the Prince of Cups. Interesting. Coming in, riding in, bringing calm energy from a lightning bolt. We have 5 sacred circles. 5 of Pentacles. This is loss. This is, yeah, look. But this is also going into the sweat lodge to find your path, to find judgment. Where was judgment? Over here. To find this Judgment card. Where do I need to go? What do I need to do? This is alone time. This is going to the Stonehenge. And the last card. She's taking a really good look at herself. Where does she want to go? So, not to discount anybody's reading, but to add my flavor to it, the ship has sailed, but there's a good chance that it could return to port. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Peace and love.